Okay, part 2. We're back to this game. Yes, that we are. Forgetting controls. Okay, that's how I turn on this game's flashlight. How do I grab things? Oh, okay. Alright. Still hate that noise. The whole... What is this, Chewbacca? Oh, a chest. Can I open it? Apparently not. I can just drop it around. Did I go in here? I don't remember. I think I've been in here. Pretty sure I'm backtracking. But where else is there to go? I don't think there are other rooms in here, are there? Is there another door? No, so I have... What is this? Oh boy. Interesting. Entrance hall. Huh. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Okay. To run. Why is it telling me to run? I don't see anything to run from. I hear things to run from, but I don't see them. Oh boy, there's blood on the ground. Thank you for forcing me to look at
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay, now that the footsteps have stopped, I can actually feel confident enough to turn around. What the hell is this? It's tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. What the fuck is it, though? Disturbing. Okay, let's get out of here. Jesus, game, stop it. What's over here? Wine cellar. It's locked and cannot be opened without a key. How do I access those things again? Journals. Aha. Find the key to the wine cellar. I'm a spaceship. How about you? I can open up you. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. It seemed appropriate somehow. What are these stories? Oh, Jesus. This is not a comfortable place to be. Let me see my damn inventory. 3 tinder cylinders. Okay, there's nothing down here. It's a giant goddamn hole in the wall. Covered with what appears to be cobwebs? Fucking goddamn. I'm not sure I want to go near that thing. So let's not, shall we? Oh, tinder boxes, right? Oh, there's fucking slight headache, insanity. I'm pretty sure those things are supposed to be caused by sand. What the fucking fuck? That is obnoxious. Crouching mode, activate. Okay, I can't goddamn see.
There should be more Cooperat. Let me see. And one part Aquaforce.
There's no door I can close. I don't feel safe in here. I don't feel safe at all. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of the less stable ingredients in the storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay, that's interesting. Not really. Whatever. Oh, Christ. What the fucking hell? Slight headache. It's good. We're all friends here. There's another note here. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. I cannot speak when I'm scared. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis. Jesus, freaking fantasy word. In hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put it to any use except as detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I'm able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. What is his predicament? Let's just put that there. Why is this screen shaking? Bothering me. Seriously, this screen is shaking. It's oh, hi, tinderbox. I heard walking. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. That was... I don't even know what the hell those things were for. Tinder cylinder? Yes, please. Swear to God, this place is scary. The hell did I just see? Could have sworn I just saw movement. Christ. Seriously, why is the screen shaking? It's kind of obnoxious. Oh, there's something above me. Right. That would make sense. Not that it makes it any better. But it does make sense. Wait, that's where the laboratory is, and I heard things coming from... Son of a bitch, you gotta be kidding me. This means there's something up there, and I guess I have to go figure out what it is, don't I? Oh God. Here we go. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. It almost sounded like it rhymed, but I know it didn't. Oh god. I don't see movement. What the hell did I just hear? Please tell me that wasn't real. Please tell me I'm just going crazy. I don't see anything. What the hell? The fuck? Okay, collapsed doorway. Check and accounted for. Still can hear the screaming. It's coming from here. The archives. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Jesus, seriously, what is with these loading screens? What are these from? What could they mean? Between some of this story. I don't like this room. There's a broken down door. Isn't that fantastic? To the Library, which is the rare books. Okay. Thank you, Google Translator. Thank God we had Google Translator back in these days.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold
I'd rather see
night.
this.
Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
I'd rather see that Daniel in his situation than this one. I'm sure it's much more. Oh, Jesus, there's that thing. Okay, now to go across the hall. Hopefully not get attacked. Okay. Can I close this door too? That I can. Okay. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services to the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Why is that important? Books. Tinder cylinder. Oh shit, I don't know what's up. You heard that, right? I don't think I can see anything out there. At the current moment, at least. I thought I just heard voices. I don't know if you guys did. Okay, I'm closing this.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
Oh shit.
I was trapped.
Here, door, you get a chair. Congratulations. Don't you think about opening. And there are tinder cylinders? Yes, there is. Some clothes. Nothing. Swear to God, something really goddamn scary is gonna happen soon. What does it say? Old tomes. There's nothing around here, so let's not waste it. What was that? My God. Here, door, you in a chest. I open up this chest, I swear. You win a chest. Congratulations. Take good care of it. Where the hell is a lamp? Okay, now I can see. Aha! Tinder cylinder and oil. Nothing. Okay. Hand is pounding and hands are shaking. Wonderful. And Fraps is giving me lag spikes. It's locked, of course. Why do I have a bad feeling about a big room with a piano? This place. It's a huge ass painting. What the fuck was that? can't see. No, come with me. How do I throw things? Right trigger? Or mouse 2? I'm gonna close that for a moment. A scroll. More scrolls. Even more. Nothing I care about. Floor plans. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, tinder cylinders. And oil. Nice. Oh, that's right, I actually have to use the oil, don't I? How do I have to drag it every time, or what? Double click will do too. That was probably a waste of that last oil, but well, now I have a fully lit lantern, so what the Jesus.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
They knew about the shadow before they even got here? Are these people stupid? God, I would never come to a place like this. I wonder if that's actually how the East Wing and the Western Hall look. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just a puzzle game. Don't worry about it. I have a bad feeling about that window. Oh Christ, what just happened? Oh, just as the game was talking about. The shadow just tore that down, didn't it? That's always a great thing. And there's no door, son of a bitch. So I need to get in and out of here quickly. Tinder cylinder. Gimme. Gimme. What the Jesus? What was that? Really? What the hell just happened?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
What the hell is this? I don't even know. That is really cool looking though.
I reached out.
Seems like a bad idea to me.
My hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
just gain something? No. What the hell just happened? I know there's a door here. Oh, there's not actually. Not breakable by hand. I'm sure a rock would do. For this head, this bust. That it did.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Let's wait until I can see better before we continue on. Still can't see any better. Some sort of secret door mechanism or something? How do I access the damn journals? Not the mementos, the notes. Or something. Diaries? No. I guess it is some kind of secret thing. Is there a light I can light? Oh, yes there is. Thank you. No, I need you, book. Adstadt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is at Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there will be some motifs that they keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the 30 years? You mean so based on the apostrophe there, they mean that the 30 years owned the war. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies wrought by their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Agrippa? Why do I recognize that name? Whatever. The well-known erudite visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. What the Jesus. Alright, we're at the 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna cut it here. I'll see you guys next time in this freaky game.